Well, Lumpy, you did it up good this time. I told you all those big bats weren't good for somebody with high blood pressure. You ornery old coot, you just wouldn't listen, would you? Well, now I see where you're at. Don't say I didn't tell you so. But I told you so. So now. Better hope there's a McDonald's somewhere in the great ever after. Then I'm thinking McDonald's is probably reserved for those souls going up instead of down. As mean as you were, you probably went down. Yeah, you'd be lucky if there's a Burger King where you're at. But you like waffles. I can't say it's I'm going to miss you, because I'm not. No more tripping over empty beer cans and listening to your drunken snoring all night long. No more you staggering in after a hard day on the bar stool yelling, "What's for supper, woman?" Yep, I reckon it's going to be mighty quiet around the house with you gone. Yes, sirree. Well, I suppose I do owe you something for all those years of misery. Here's one for the road. Don't choke on it.
Good afternoon, Bruno.
Oh, Clarice, I didn't hear you come in. I was just talking to Lumpy here.
Oh, that's nice. I do hope everything with Leonard meets to your approvals.
Leonard?
Your husband.
Oh, right. Well, Lumpy looks just wonderful. You and your daddy did a real good job on him. Yeah. You know,
Lumpy is looking really good. That's what you call him, right? Lumpy, is it?
oh, yeah, well, his mom used to call him Lumpy. You know, she was a mean woman, real wicked woman. Anyway, Lumpy was more than happy when his grandpa nicknamed him Lumpy.
Was grandfather nicknamed him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why Lumpy?
Well, his mom said it was when he was little, Lumpy always looked like he had a diaper full of, well, you know, and it stuck. Oh, the nickname, that is. Yeah. See, you know, he looks real peaceful. Quiet, too.
Death will do that to you. Do you think we have enough seating for our visitors? My father and I weren't sure as the number of guests we should be expecting.
Oh, I expect what you have is plenty. I really don't think there'll be many people coming to pay their respects. Lumpy had a reputation. Known by many, but liked by a few. Oh, yeah, but I really don't, well, other than his brothers, Darnell and Parnell, and their dim-witted wives, they'll probably be stopping by, but other than that, I don't know who'd be interested.
Well, we have more in storage. Should we need them? You just let me know.
Thanks, Clarice. Is something wrong?
Oh, I feel like I'm smelling fried food. I thought the floor arrangements might be going bad.
Oh, no, that's just the Big Mac I put in the casket with Lumpy.
Oh.
Lumpy loved those Big Macs, so I thought I'd just send him off with one.
Well, that was very thoughtful of you.
I thought so.
We're going to be opening soon, so I'm going to go see to that. But if you need anything at all, do let me know.
Thanks, Clarice. And you be sure to tell your daddy that Lumpy looks real good.
I'll do that.
You do look good, Lumpy. Without a beer in your hand and your mouth wired shut. Kind of sexy. Too bad it took a visit from the Grim Reaper to make you look that way.
I just can't believe it, darling. Man, Lumpy's age just dropping over dead that way. I know, Myrtle must just be sick over it. She is a poor dear. Oh, Myrtle, we're so sorry to hear about your dear Lumpy. Whatever are you going to do without the love of your life to that Lumpy would just up and have a massive heart attack and die that way.
Certainly not me.
At least it was quick.
Must have been God's will.
His and many others, I'm sure.
Well, if you need anything, you just let me and Ollie know, and we'll send Daniel and Parnell over to help you. Those boys are gonna miss their older brother so. You were all tired.
Oh yeah, they were tired all right, especially every Friday night.
Those boys do like an occasional beer. But look at them, checking out the pictures of their big brother. They're all just cuddly little teddy bears at heart.
Oh, real grizzlies.
Oh no! Well, grizzlies are mean. Well, those boys are more like koalas.
Koalas aren't bears.
They're not?
Koalas are a marsupial.
What?
A marsupial? They're related to the wombat or the kangaroo. They carry their young in a pouch.
They're not bears?
No.
That's disappointing.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Koalas aren't bears? Well, no, I'm depressed.
Me too. You're depressed. What about me? After all, I lost my cuddly little non-koala bear.
That's right, Myrtle, and we are so sorry for your loss, aren't we, Arlene?
We certainly are. We know how difficult it's going to be now that you find yourself all alone. You and Lumpy have been together a long time.
Seems like forever.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, you just sit here and rest, dear, while Arlene and I go and pay our respects to the deceased. Come along, Arlene. Let's you and I go and have a visit with Lumpy. Quiet, you two!
Yes, this is a funeral home.
No kidding.
Lumpy looks like he's sleeping, don't he?
Certainly looks happy.
He does, don't he?
Well, that's nice.
Clarice and her daddy sure did a nice job on him.
They do good work.
They do. I hope they're still in business when my Darnell dies. I want him to look just like that.
Me too. The same with my Parnell.
Do you smell something?
Kind of smells like a Big Mac.
It does, don't it? Lumpy always loved those Big Macs. You suppose Clarice and her daddy found some Big Mac spray and deodorizer and sprayed the casket to make him feel more at home?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. They do like to do things upright.
Well, that's a nice touch.
Going above and beyond, I'd say.
Well, why don't we go keep Myrtle company while the boys pay their respects to their brother? Will you two stop looking at that book and get over here and talk to your brother?
What's the hurry? He ain't going nowhere.
Move that one. Remember when this was taken?
Parnell!
All right, we're coming. Do you think a man be able to take his time and enjoy his own brother's funeral?
You think?
Clarice sure did a nice job on Lumpy.
He certainly looks happy.
I hope he is.
What was he doing when he had his heart attack?
He was over doing some work for Betsy Baker when it happened.
Betsy Baker? Isn't she the lady with the large breasts that works over at the Dollar General?
Yep, that's her. That's busty Betsy. She had an issue with her plumber.
Lumpy always was real handy.
Hands-on sort of guy, I'm sure.
Always ready to help a lady in distress.
Johnny on the spot.
Or Lumpy on the spot.
Did Betsy call the ambulance?
As soon as she saw he was in distress. And to give her credit, she continued to do mouth-to-mouth on him until the ambulance got there.
Well, that was nice of her.
It certainly was. Is there some place we can get something to eat or drink here? I'm parched.
Yeah, Clarice said, put out some cheese whiz and some crackers and I think some punch in the back room. You know what back there. Come on, follow me.
Clarice and her daddy sure did a nice job, so you really know how to make a body feel it right at home.
That don't look anything like Lumpy. Does that look like Lumpy to you, Darnell?
Not really.
What do you suppose is different about him?
Not sure. Clarice and her daddy sure did a lousy job on him. That looked nothing like him.
You got that right. Not sure what it is, but something is really off here.
Oh, I know what it is. Look, he's smiling. Look, I know Lumpy's smiling.
Yeah, that's right. Lumpy never smiled. Wonder why they have him smiling like that.
Don't know. You suppose he's just happy?
You idiot, who would be happy about being dead?
Maybe somebody married to Myrtle.
You got a point there.
I guess he just died. And they couldn't get the smile off his face.
You know where he was when he died, don't you?
Sure, over at Betsy Baker's helping her with her plumbing.
He was helping Busted Betsy with her plumbing, all right. They were making love when he had the big one. That's what they were doing.
Well, that might put a smile on a man's face.
It sure would mind.
Might be hard to remove, too.
It could take a real miracle worker, and I ain't heard that Clarice or her daddy had been raising anybody from the dead.
Me neither. Notice, we don't know what was going on with Lumpy.
Have the big one? No, and don't you go tell anybody.
Why would I do that?
I know, but you ain't so bright sometimes.
Look who's talking. I expect to see you on Jeopardy anytime soon.
Just don't let anything slip. That's all I say.
How do you know it's even true?
Because I heard it from one of the ambulance guys, Leroy. He said when he got there, Busty was giving Lumpy mouth to mouth by the kitchen sink.
So he was helping with the plumbing.
Will you let me finish? Leroy said Lumpy wasn't wearing any underwear.
Oh, that's nothing. I don't wear underwear all the time. Especially when both pairs are in the wash.
His underwear was lying on the floor in the hallway between the bedroom and the kitchen, and there was drag marks on the carpet. Betsy was able to get his pants back on him, but she wasn't able to get them buttoned up because, well, you know.
No, I don't know. What?
Are you really that stupid?
Oh! Do you mean he was... He's too late! I don't believe it!
No, it's true. Besides, why would Leroy make up a story like that?
What if Leroy tells somebody and he gets back some Myrtle?
He won't tell anybody. I swore him to secrecy, and I bribed him.
Bribed him?
Yeah. I told him that if he kept his mouth shut, I'd give him my custom-made 9-foot bamboo office flagpole.
You did.
I did. He loves fly fishing, Leroy does, and he's always wanted that pole. He won't say nothing.
You love that pole.
Yeah, I did, but I love my brother and his reputation even more.
I don't know if I can do something like that.
You couldn't. You ain't got a custom-made 9-foot bamboo office flagpole to hand over.
Well, there is that.
Darnell and Parnell. My father wanted you both to know he's sorry for your loss.
Thanks, Clarice.
We want you to know that Leonard's at peace now. Oh, and he didn't suffer any death.
I don't expect he did. And he looks nice.
Thank you. Your brother was the challenge, but we did our best.
I didn't even recognize him at first. He looked so
Nice?
yeah! That's what I was gonna say. He looks nice.
Smells good, too. Kind of like fast food.
He does, don't he?
I can't take credit for that. That was your sister-in-law Myrtle's doing.
Well, it was a nice package.
Be sure to tell her that.
We will.
There's some refreshments in the back, but if you need anything, you just let me know.
We will. Thanks, Clarice.
What a charming smile. I wish all of our customers would pass on with a smile just like that.
They probably could if they took their final breath and out to busted that sand. Like that. Oh, Lumpy, you're my new idol.
Mine too. Who'd have thought?
Not me, that's for sure.
Me neither. Well, you suppose the women have gone too anyway?
If I know our wives, they're in the back room, consoling Myrtle in between jamming refreshments in their mouths.
Probably. Should we go join them?
Why? It's nice and quiet out here.
You got a point there.
Oh my God! Who's here?
Devil herself.
What you talking about? She's an angel.
That's what I meant, an angel. There's no doubt in my mind that Lumpy wouldn't be down there in that box with a big smile on his face if it went for her.
I ain't going nowhere.
You don't think we should join with him?
No, you can't get set. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, let's just stop here.
Oh, all right. This should be interesting. I certainly was expecting her to show up here. Oh, she's hot. She's just like we're dying over.
Oh, I'm glad. Let's see what she does.
So long, Lumpy. Did you see that? She got the cast down.
Darnell?
Wow, woman, this is a funeral home. Show some respect.
What? Now you look here, Darnell. Look, Lumpy has a visitor. That's Betsy Baker, isn't it?
Yep, I recognize her from the Dollar General.
What do you suppose she's doing here?
Paying her respects, I imagine.
I suppose she did feel kind of close to Lumpy after trying to save his life with that mouth to mouth.
That would be a bonding moment. We should go over there and talk to her.
Yeah, what you talking about, woman? You two can't go over.
Well, sure we can. It's the least we can do after you tried to save your brother's life. Come on, Arlene.
Darling, you stay right here. You ain't going nowhere.
What? Now you look here, Darnell. What's gotten into you two anyway? Darlene's right. We should go and introduce ourselves and thank her for what she did for your brother.
What she did makes it almost like family. Let's go, Arlene.
Family? Oh boy, this could turn ugly real fast.
Excuse us. You're Betsy Baker, aren't you?
That's right.
Well, I'm Darlene, and this is Arlene. We're married to Lumpy's brothers. Well, that's them over there. Parnell and Darnell. Well, Parnell, he's mine.
And Darnell belongs to me.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Well, we didn't need to interrupt your visit with Lumpy, but we just wanted to come over and thank you for all you did for him in his final moments.
Yeah, it was real thoughtful of you.
You really think so?
Why, sure. I mean, not every woman would give mouth to mouth to a
need to be going now.
Hold your horses, Parnell. Man, they can be such a pain sometimes.
Yes, they certainly can.
You gotta love them, am I right?
I try.
Well, I'm sure you do. But we gotta go. But we'll be back tomorrow for the funeral. Will we see you then?
No, I can't make it to the funeral tomorrow, so I decided to come to the visitation this evening.
Well, we're certainly glad you did. It was nice to meet the woman who tried to save Myrtle's bunny. Come on, Darnell. Let's go to McDonald's on the way home. Something in this room is making me hungry. Me too.
Parnell!
I'm right here.
Oh, Betsy, you should rush off. Myrtle, will she be back in just a minute? And I know she'd love to meet a woman who did so much for her husband.
Well, I don't know.
Now, maybe Busty has someplace to be.
Busty?
Well, I didn't say that yet.
That's what I heard.
What did you hear, Arlie? I heard the same as you. Darnell, what did your fool brother just call Betsy?
Huh? But I didn't hear nothing.
Why do you two men always stick together? Come on, let's get out of here and make room for more visitors. It was nice to meet you, Myrtle. I mean, Betsy.
Yes, and I'll be in to see you at the Dollar General. Well, I have this coupon for $1 off and that Old Spice deodorant. My Parnell's been out for over a month now, and I just love the smell of that Old Spice.
Darlene!
Oh, well, thank you. We gotta go. Bye.
Ain't gonna be any more visitors, you know.
Don't matter. We're leaving. I'm hungry.
Myrtle,
Betsy,
I just wanted to come by and see how you were doing.
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Yes, you are. Well, there he is.
Yes, I can see that. Wow, he looks great.
He does, don't he? Really don't even look like one. He never looked that good when he was alive. You know, Willis and her daddy, they outdid themselves this time. Almost seems ashamed to put it in the ground.
He even smells like himself.
Well, that was my doing. I shoved a Big Mac in there with him.
You did?
I did. It only seemed right that he'd have a little memento to take with him. After all, it was off those Big Macs and, well, the Viagra and his high blood pressure. Yeah, it did him in.
Take those ingredients and add in a little intense exercise, and you have the recipe for
Oh, perfect murder.
rule death by natural causes. I hope he enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Just look at that smile.
Priceless.
Oh, and speaking of price, as soon as I get Lumpy's life insurance settlement, I'll drop a check in the mail.
It'll come in handy. I still have some plumbing issues that I need to get fixed.
So, I'm standing outside the clearly marked men's room in the late stage of urinary discomfort, and out walks who? Not who, what?
Okay. What?
The waitress.
From the men's room?
Yep.
I've experienced that.
Proud and tall. Not a trace of shame. Looks me right in the eye. Nothing. No sorry. Not even a next.
There are no sacred spaces left.
Amen.
So don't take it personally. She looked right through you. We don't exist in it. The young. Waiter, waitress, tinker, tailor. Who are we to them?
She looked through me. What am I, hollow? I'm not hollow.
Relax, I didn't say you were.
The young. Man, woman, child. What do they know?
Not much. Take death. What do they know?
Death? We're talking death over coffee.
It's just, I meant the
Sports? Yes. Politics, sure. But death? That's off the wall.
Do we have rules? Are there bylaws?
No, we have customs.
We were talking about the young and what they don't know. So take death. It's the ultimate ignorance of the young. It's an abstraction to them.
Granted. It's a chimera to them.
Yeah.
And that was your point? That was all you were getting at?
Sure. What else? What restaurant were you at with the waitress?
Oh, bistro or something. 4th Street.
I've been there. 3 stars. I give it 3 stars.
It's light on ambiance. How's your foot?
Yeah, fairly middling. Your hip?
Oh, likewise. Who knew how many pots could go wrong? I mean, you hardly knew they were there. You took them for granted.
I read somewhere. Our bodies betray us. What's with that?
I look at myself sometimes below the neck, and I curse the thing. Digest the food, damn it!
Pity the body. The formal, faithful repository of pleasure.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how are things at home?
Okay.
It's not saying much.
We've been through a lot lately.
Is there some mystery here?
Well, of course. Who am I to talk? Me, Ethel, me. We're lucky, right?
Yes, you are. You are indeed.
I mean, given what you've been through.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
Since back when we felt good.
Man, it seemed like a good idea.
It was. It is. Mostly.
It gives you perspective. Not to change the subject, but my wife's been on me about filling out those papers, you know, the end of life thing.
Death again?
Like I said, my wife keeps bringing this up. We have to do it. It's irresponsible. Every other day I hear that speech. Not that she's wrong. That form. Do you have a copy?
I downloaded it. It's on my desk.
Well, you're one step ahead of me. I got my head to say on this one.
You ought to do it. I know what I'm talking about.
Well, then you do it. Sign it and distribute it to all the right places.
You don't waste my signature.
Amen. To whom the bell tolls.
That's not right.
Who needs that poem,
I try to block it out.
What's it all about?
Alfie.
That form. When you do fill it out, what are you going to say?
my experience, those poems ask questions that should never be posed. Is it progress that we have to answer this stuff? Pull the plug. Don't pull the plug. I don't know. And where do you turn for guidance on this? I mean, there are age-old keepers of wisdom, philosophers, thinkers. Even they never had to do this stuff.
You ask a young person, huh?
Might as well. They Google it.
Well, unlike the young, we are quite simply, at our age, closer to God, to a face-to-face meeting. They won last night, extra innings.
2 in a row. That's a streak for them.
The thing I think is to not linger. In the end.
Well, you're an expert on this. You know the answer to that?
Oh, hell no. But I'm sure, as of this moment today, it seems clear. Who wants to linger? But then, when the time comes, who knows? Like you said, who can answer that? More coffee?
I wish this place had a liquor license.
Kind of early for that.
Well, not with this death trip you've got us on. But it just so happens.
Hey, I didn't know you carried one of those. This is a first.
Well, there's always a first time for everything under the heavens.
Well, in the spirit of comradeship, hit me.
Suppose we can get a coffee refill in this place?
Yeah, she's not in the men's room.
Hey guys, usual?
Yes, please. I forgive them. The young.
The race needs their thoughtless vigor.
I have to ask,
Yeah?
your Ethel, when she...
Oh, we're getting to your point, aren't we?
Well, I just...
You're bringing this up. You didn't even come to the service.
Well, we meant to.
I can see not wanting to face it. But still,
Well, and we meant to have you over. But somehow, the time just got in the way.
yeah? Well, go on.
Well, when she died, was
You want me to relive it?
No.
It's the anniversary this week. Did you know that?
No.
I suppose not. So it's just coincidence that just when I'm trying to forget it all, to block it out of my mind, that your curiosity suddenly overwhelmed you, overtaken you. Well, I suppose I should be flattered. I'm an expert for you, a witness.
It's just that Vivi was so vital. She seemed like she would live forever. And then we heard the news, and we couldn't believe it. I mean, we still talk about it. Now more than ever.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe I don't want to do this?
Okay, back to sports.
No, you brought it out on the table. Go ahead. What do you have in mind?
You don't want to, you don't want to. End the story.
Your wife, your Ethel, did she instruct you to ask me? Is that what this is? Your mission? Your assignment? No, we're good. Well, go on. Ask me a question. Was it frightening? Yes. Was it a nightmare? Yes. Should I draw you a picture?
I'll withdraw the topic.
There's no such option. Did you bring the form with you? along. How's that? Cheers. Maybe this frank discussion will help me. I've been keeping everything inside. Now I can let it out. Thank you. I should thank you.
That's right. Clear the air.
You son of a bitch.
Hey!
You bit the skin, and now I'm bleeding.
You don't have a right to
You're right. You're Ethel. The two of you, you're getting old and you're getting scared, aren't you? It's in your thoughts. You try and discuss it, and then you back off. But the fear's still there. And now, you want me to help you, to reassure you that it wasn't that bad? You thought they were about having me over for a face-to-face. For Ethel's famous pot roast dinner with all the trimmings. We're sorry we didn't come to the service. She was a dear friend. But Ethel said no, that it was your job. Ask him over coffee. Get the lowdown. We can't go on like this. Don't do it.
This is
So Vivian's been in your thoughts lately, huh? Vivian's been haunting you. I'll bet you thought that Vivian, that she didn't exercise enough, right?
No, we
Didn't watch her diet. Too much salt, too much sugar. All the fats, the additives, the processed junk food. Maybe a cigarette or two every day. Double cocktails every night. No meditation, not enough prayer. That's it. She didn't pray. Oh, well, that's not us. We're safe. We're in the hands of Jesus. Oh, but still, at the end, ask him about the end.
Stop it, okay?
Do you think I didn't ask myself these questions, my friend? Was it stress from me? Could I have helped? Asked her more, bothered her about what she was doing or what she wasn't doing. Or did I nag her too much? And when things get bleak, prayer? You were right on the money with that one. We didn't pray. Not until the end when it was too late. So I have nothing more for you. And yes, Ethel was right. Having you ask all the questions, do the heavy lifting, because what I have to say, I have no consolation to give you. No died peacefully surrounded by loved ones. I couldn't help her. I was helpless. And now all these memories are back. All the memories that you brought back. All that knowledge. And that's why I can't fill out the goddamn form, because I know too much.
Ethel's going for a test.
Test? What are you talking about? What kind of test?
A different test. A battery test.
For what? Test for what?
They don't know. That's why they need tests. I mean, she's never sick. You know, like Vivian, but now there's something. We'll be at the clinic next week, on Tuesday, on 21st Street, right across from the gas station, near the school building on 9th Avenue. Well, what does it matter? What the heck does it all mean? How long is the drive? What's the weather forecast for the day? What does it matter?
Oh, shit. Maybe it's...
Oh, stop it. I don't want to hear it. Or any lies you got to cook up now. You already told me enough.
I didn't know.
Of course you didn't know. What does that mean? What does that matter? You told me enough what to expect. I had a dose of reality.
Maybe it's not making no sense.
She's just like Vivian. My God, every And now you told me what to expect. Give me that. It's the least you can do.
Are we lost? All of us? Have we gone too far? Too long? Too weighted down, trying to swim with a boulder on our back? Sometimes I think I'm going crazy.
You know, it's not your fault.
It's the loneliness that gets me.
Yeah, but what's it like? Being alone in the house. I can imagine what it would be. Alone.
I'm not always alone. Sometimes Vivian's there.
But what's it like?
Falls Creek. You hear things you've never heard before. Sometimes it's peaceful with her gone. You know, what kind of person says that? Is that something to say? Why would I say something like that?
Look, you can't blame yourself.
Sure I can. She does up there. I hear her. I'm guilty.
Well, how about us? Me and Ethel. In your darkest hour, we should have been
No
there.
one wants a widower to cross their doorstep to remind them.
We should have had you over. Well, damn it, now we will.
What?
You're invited, Sunday, 5:30.
What, to ease your guilt?
What are friends for?
It changes with time.
You gotta be there.
What, for you? I owe you?
Be there.
If I come, you set a place for Vivian. She's always with me. You hear me? You set a place for Vivian.
Hey, you guys can't drink in here.
Excuse me?
So you can't drink in here?
Well, isn't this a drinking establishment?
Not that kind of drinking. Look, you guys are here all the time. If you want to come back, you're gonna have to put that away.
Can't you just let this slide?
I want to keep my job. It pays the bills. Rules are rules, you know?
Okay. Right?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Good. Enjoy your coffee.
I'm tired. You?
In my bones.
We've been through a lot, you and me, through the years. Hey, through this day.
We've said something. I've said some things. And sometimes words go away and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're like time bombs.
Amnesia. We need amnesia.
Amnesia. I like that. A toast to amnesia. To amnesia.
Amnesia.
Ethel, when are her tests?
Test master. That'll be all right. Doctors love tests. It's just money in their pockets. That'll be fine.
Someday, I'll be there. For amnesia and the good old times.
Sunday. And bring Vivian if you must.
I'll ask her.
We'll remember good times. I promise.
yes, Mrs. Patton. I can see you and hear you. Is that Miss Smith with you?
Yes, she's right here.
Thank you, Mrs. Patton. Good morning, Miss Smith.
Hello.
Thank you for applying for the position.
Well, the ads didn't say much about it, or...
Oh, don't worry about that. It's our job to find out if you are the best fit for the job. And if you are, then you'll get the full details. Now, I'm here with my fellow committee members, and we are conducting a professionally constructed interview protocol. Miss Smith? Miss Smith? Can you see us?
What is happening?
I can hear you and see you.
Check the video output button.
I am, that's not it.
Unplug the thing and plug it back in.
Get Mrs. Patton. Mrs. Patton? Mrs. Patton?
What is it? What's wrong? I can see and hear you. What's wrong?
We can't see you. The sound is fine, but we can't see you.
But I can see and hear you. Everything's fine here. It must be on your end. Did you touch something? The technician left after setting you up, and I can't get her back.
No one touched anything, Mrs. Patton. Oh, hell's bells. Let's proceed as is. She can see and hear us, right? And we can hear her. Well, that's not how this is supposed to go, but let's just get on with it. Thank you, Mrs. Patton.
So, you can't see me?
No, but we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, Miss Smith. Now, let's begin. What would you say are your greatest strengths?
I'm very good at multitasking. I can manage a lot of projects at the same time.
Very good. Now, Miss Smith, would you say that you are good at time management?
Oh yes, I'm very efficient. I focus on what needs attention at the time, and I stay in close contact with my boss to make sure we're both on the same page and that deadlines are met.
Now, Miss Smith, what are your weaknesses?
Well, not that it's a weakness, but something that I'm working on is public speaking. I'm not sure if that's required for this job, but I'm not used to speaking to groups. But I'm taking a course at the community college, so I'm confident my skills will improve.
Miss Smith, Ellen Bartholomew here. Now, would you kindly tell us if you think you take after your father or more after your mother, and why?
Well, my mother's a very caring person, and I care about people a lot, but I'd say take more after my father since he makes decisions and gets things done, but my mother managed to keep all of us together, so that's sort of like multitasking. I don't know.
Well, very well. I know that's kind of
Let me try something.
Okay, go for it.
Maybe this is Rob Carruthers. May I call you Amy?
Sure.
How would previous employers describe your work?
I think they would say I'm responsible, good with detail, punctual, and friendly.
Very good. How did your parents describe you as a girl? When you were young, I mean.
I was well behaved. I liked to read a lot. I played with Barbies like other girls.
Now, Amy, I want to ask you more about your childhood. Did you have any pets growing up?
What?
Pets, Amy? Animals. Did you have a dog or a cat?
Oh, yes, both. We had a cat named Whiskers and a dog named Skipper.
Amy, what kinds of interactions did you have with your pets?
What?
What kinds of things did you do with your pets, Amy?
Oh, well, with Whiskers, I mostly spent my time brushing her fur. I could do that for hours, and she loved it. She had very long black and white fur. She carved herself clean with her cute little pink tongue. It almost looked like she was wearing a tuxedo, since she was all black except for the white down her front and on her paws. She was so sweet.
And your dog?
Oh, Skipper? He was part Australian Shepherd, very smart and very energetic. We spent most of our time running around our neighborhood and in the woods behind our house. I taught him a lot of tricks like jump up and jump over a barrier and crawl on the ground and sit and stay. Hatch.
Amy, Rob here. Let's change gears a bit.
Okay.
Would you describe your ideal date?
What?
A date, Amy, you know, a date with a man or
We don't know
a date with a man or a woman or you know, romantic date.
Mrs. Patton, some water, please, for Miss Smith. Amy, are you all right?
Yes.
A date, Miss Smith. Please describe a perfect date.
Perfect date. Well, to be perfect, it would have to be with somebody I already know well, like a good friend, and we've recently found out we have romantic feelings for each other. Picks me up at my house, and he's a little nervous, and so am I, which is so funny because it's not like a blind date, we already know each other. And I'm wearing a pretty new blue floral dress. It has a scoop neck, but not too low. He takes me to the movies. No, to a play. Nobody else would take me to a play. And out of the corner of my eye, I notice he's looking at me off and on through all 3 acts. And as we're leaving the theater, he takes my hand. He's holding my hand. Then we go to my favorite restaurant, Napoli. It's dark, and there are lights on the tables, and he picks out a bottle of wine, and we order. He puts his hand on the table, and I put my hand in his and look into his eyes.
And then what happens, Amy?
It was the perfect date. We go home to my house, and we sit in front of the fireplace and listen to music. I don't have a fireplace, but if I did...
Excuse me, Amy.
Yes.
On to the next session of the assessment. The interview. Please close your eyes. Are your eyes closed, Amy?
Yes.
Now imagine that you are a big city executive, but you are visiting your small hometown for the Christmas holidays.
Okay.
You are in the parking lot of the department store, and it is night. It is very dark. Your mind is on the tree lighting ceremony that night at the town square, and you are smiling. You open the rear passenger door and lean in to put your Christmas packages on the back seat when suddenly someone pushes you down and onto the seat. He pushes your head down with one hand.
What is this job I'm interviewing for? What business is Avenue Holdings Company in?
Don't be alarmed, Miss Smith. This position is not dangerous in any way. We were just trying to assess...
Maybe we should skip this section and go to the next.
And then we won't get the measurements of...
Amy, don't worry about that. The job is very safe, I assure you. It's just this darn professional... Rob, would you please continue?
Now, Amy, let's suppose you are walking down the sidewalk of the city, and you come across a woman sitting on the ground holding a sign that says, "Please help." Would you A, walk on by without acknowledging her? B, look at her and smile, and then walk on by? C, smile, look at her, and put $1 in her cup? Or D, don't make eye contact, but put $5 in her cup?
I don't know. Probably give her $1.
Now, please explain why you chose that answer.
I don't know. I guess I'm a nice person, so I'd give her $1. But I wouldn't give her $5, so that makes me selfish. But I'd make sure I looked at her, because I read that's the most important thing to homeless people is to be seen. But I also read that some people make a lot of money panhandling, and they really are homeless. So I don't know. I guess it would depend on how I felt, or if I was in a hurry, or if I was sort of broke.
Now, Amy, if you were homeless, what would your sign say?
My sign? What?
Just skip to the next question. This is ridiculous, I told you.
All right, Miss Smith. Your next question is, Would you rather be a tree or a flower?
Tree.
Dog or a cat?
Cat.
Cottage or mansion?
Cottage.
12-year-old boy or 70-year-old woman?
Don't know.
Choose.
Pass.
Now, Amy.
I'm not answering that
Well, if
question.
I can interrupt,
Oh, let me take it from here. Now, Amy, let's say an upset customer calls the office. You don't know anything about the situation he is complaining about, and your boss is unreachable. What would you do?
I suppose I'd apologize for the situation and let him know I could understand why he'd be upset. But I would tell him that my boss would have to get back to him.
Well, now let's say this person actually came into the office and pointed a gun at you.
What? You said this was a safe job!
It is, Amy. It is. These are just
Amy,
questions.
these questions don't relate to the actual job usually.
What is this job?
Calm down, Amy. We just need you to answer these questions.
I'm not answering any more questions until you tell me what this job is and what business Acme Holdings is in.
I can remember better questions this thing.
Amy, we just have a few more scenarios.
No, no, and no.
I think we're done.
There's no more questions. They're not as dangerous as you might think.
I don't know what this job is, whatever it is, or whoever, Acme Holdings, whoever you are, but I am not interested.
But Miss Smith, please, hold on now. Unless we continue, we can't ascertain whether you're the right person for the job.
I'm not coming to work for you. That is what I have ascertained. Goodbye.